Congratulations on your purchase of a TDK Velocity Rewriter. This video is a step-by-step guide for a typical installation. Please consult the Velocity Owner's Manual and your Computer Owner's Manual for important information before beginning the installation process. In this video, we'll be installing a Velocity Rewriter in a typical mini-tower computer with an existing CD-ROM drive. Your computer may be configured differently, so have your Computer Owner's Manual handy for answers to specific questions that may arise. Remember, there's no need to rush through the installation process. To make sure you've completed each step correctly, pause your VCR on the various checklists that appear and review your work. Here are the tools that you will need during the installation: a Phillips head screwdriver and a tweezer to move your jumper settings. Let's begin. Step 1. Shut down your computer and disconnect the power cord. Step 2. Remove all connecting cables, including monitor, printer, keyboard, mouse, and modem. Step 3. Remove the clips or screws that attach the computer's case and remove the case. Computer chassis have varying locking systems, so consult your computer manual for specific instructions. Step 4. With this computer, we must remove the front cover by releasing the locking tabs that hold it in place. Next, we'll knock out the plastic tab that covers the drive bay opening. If your computer chassis has a plate that covers the empty drive bay, you must remove it as well. Please note, slimline computers often do not have an extra drive bay. In this case, you'll have to replace the existing CD-ROM drive with the Velocity Rewriter. Step 5. This is a critical step, and we suggest that you watch this section, then carefully examine your computer before performing the jumper setting procedure. Let's begin. For the Velocity Rewriter to achieve its optimum performance, it should be configured as a master device on your computer's IDE bus. IDE is an internal linking system that connects your PC's hard disks and CD drives. There are two IDE channels inside your computer. There is a primary IDE channel and a secondary IDE channel. Each IDE channel can accommodate two devices, one as master and one as slave. IDE hard disks are always connected to the primary IDE channel as a master device, and the Velocity must be connected to the secondary IDE channel as a master device. If your system has a SCSI hard disk, your primary IDE channel may be available for use with the Velocity drive. All IDE components are connected with wide 40-pin ribbon cables that are easy to see inside the computer. With a mini-tower computer, the CD-ROM drive is often connected to the secondary IDE channel. An extra 40-pin connector is usually found on the secondary IDE cable. This connector will be used to attach the Velocity Rewriter. TDK also includes an extra dual connector IDE cable to help in special installations. The position of the Velocity drive on the 40-pin IDE cable is irrelevant. Master or slave status is determined by the position of the drive's jumpers and not by location of the connection on the IDE cable. Your Velocity Rewriter has been set at the factory to the master IDE position. This is correct for optimum performance and should be maintained. In this computer, the CD-ROM drive is the only device on the secondary IDE channel. It therefore has been set at the factory to the master position via jumpers on the back of the drive. You will have to reset the existing CD-ROM drive to its slave position. This entails removing the drive and resetting it. Let's do this now. Reset existing CD-ROM drive. First, disconnect the drive's power, audio, and IDE cables. Then, remove the mounting screws located along the side. Slide out the drive and locate the 3-position jumper prongs. Move the existing jumper from master position to the middle or slave position. Slide the drive back into the bay. Replace the mounting screws. Then reconnect the power, audio, and IDE cables. Now, let's install the Velocity rewriter. Step 6. Slide the Velocity into the empty drive bay and align all screw holes. Secure the drive with the included screws. Please only use the screws included with the Velocity drive when securing the drive. Using different screws may cause internal damage to the drive. Step 7. Connect the IDE cable to the back of the Velocity. Next, find an available power connector in the computer. Attach this 4-prong connector to the Velocity rewriter. A note here about audio connections. If you are going to use your Velocity drive as your primary audio source and will be using audio programs other than CD Blender, you should remove the audio cable from your existing CD-ROM drive and connect it to the Velocity drive. If the Velocity will not be the primary audio source, there is no need to move the audio cable. The CD Blender software will route audio directly through your IDE cable. Step 8. Now, replace your computer's faceplate and reinstall the computer case. Step 9. Reconnect all accessory cables, including power cord, monitor, mouse, keyboard, and modem. Step 10. Reboot your computer. Step 11. Now it's time to finish the installation by inserting the included CD Blender software disk into your CD drive. The disk will automatically begin the software installation process. To achieve top writing and reading speeds with the Velocity, Direct Memory Access, or DMA, must be enabled with Windows. Consult your Velocity Owner's Manual for instructions. Thank you again for purchasing a TDK Velocity rewriter. It is designed to give you many years of reliable performance.